Kazim Navarrete way off his line.
Oh, and a 2-minute penalty.
Oh, they're going to take a look at it.
Shootout?
I think they're going to take a look at it. Navarrete's claiming he didn't do anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Under Review, the most debated decisions in our lovely indoor soccer game. My name is Phil Levanko. Over there is the head of officials for Major Arena Soccer League, Ryan Sigich. And Ryan, we had a referee night last week in Kansas City. 33 years we were celebrating the career of one of our own, Ron Corey.
Yeah, Phil, it was a great night. About 40 referees showed up, and as I said last week, there's been no one from the referee side has been more dedicated, passionate, more of an ambassador for the game than Ron has been.
I just cannot believe we had a referee night and I didn't get an invite. And Ryan, we come out of the gate swinging on this episode, literally and figuratively. Harrisburg, St. Louis, in St. Louis, fourth quarter, St. Louis up 6-3. And Ryan, we've got double red cards here for some fisticuffs for Kevin Ellis and Mike Silva.
Well, yeah, Phil, needless to say, it's not a good look and totally unnecessary. It's a fight, which thankfully we don't see these often. But, Ellis, I think, starts it with the open-handed slap to the back of the head and then a push-up high. But I think then, De Silva takes it to a totally another level, unnecessary level with several closed fist punches to the face.
And temper stayed heated in St. Louis later on in the fourth quarter. Now the game is 10-4, and my man on St. Louis, he gets into it with Dom Francis in the corner. This is clearly seeing the red missed. He gets a yellow and a blue card, Major, on this play. Ryan, my only question for you is, should this have been a red card?
Well, I think Phil probably should have been. I mean, it's a very dangerous, unnecessary tackle from Krantz. Obviously there was a build-up for frustration, but it's definitely a borderline excessive force, which means a red card in referee language. There's no attempt to play the ball, and he was just talked to by Butler, and then he comes in there from a distance with speed and force. I think the contact is low, which is really the only mitigating factor not to go with the red.
I'm just happy that Dom Francis is okay after this reckless tackle. A couple shootout claims now, Ryan, in the home-and-home series between the Milwaukee Wave and the Dallas Sidekicks. This one from the Dallas end of it. Vasquez, the goalkeeper, takes out the Wave player. He's sent to the box immediately for a blue card. Ryan, why is this one not a shootout?
Well, I think Estevan's timing here is just a little bit off. It's nothing really too bad. He just takes out the Milwaukee attacker. I think it's a good call there by referee 27, Ibarra. This is a debatable play of shootout or non-shootout on this. I think the Milwaukee attacker does not have possession of the ball, and he's going toward the boards there, as you can see. But it's very close, though, to determine, is this the last man defensive foul? So if you take a snapshot at the point of contact, I think there is a Dallas defender tracking back that just might have been level at the time of the contact. So I think for me, this is not a shootout.
But Ryan, in the Milwaukee home leg of this home and home, Milwaukee get their shootout call. Different Sidekicks goalkeeper, this time Juan Gamboa, but this one more of a shootout claim than the last one.
Well, yeah, this one, Juan just misses the ball just a bit, but he's the last defensive player, so there's not much decision-making here from the referee standpoint to decide on it, because we all know now from when it's the last man foul, it denies an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, so it must be a shootout.
And in the outdoor game, this would be a red card for denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. But in indoor, it's just a blue card.
Oh, this is not outdoor, Phil. Come on now. Get the game straight.
The old rivalry between the Empire Strikers and San Diego Sockers. 3-1 Empire at this point. And Frank Tayu thinks he's put the ball in the back of the net. But San Diego challenges this play for a handball. Now, San Diego wishes they didn't have to use their challenge flag on this one, but Ryan, this is good use of VR.
Well, this is why we have video review. I mean, you would look at this and you would think it should have been caught on real time, but sometimes as a referee, you're not always looking at where the offense happens. You might be looking at stuff that's going on off ball. You might be looking high or low, etc. So, it's clear that the Tayu's arm is away from his body. He's making himself bigger than we have contact with his hand, and then the goal is directly scored. So this is a good VR.
We've got another handball play, this time at the CQ Arena in Baltimore. A little bit less clear cut on this one. Baltimore's got their 6th attacker on the field. I believe that's Mello. He's running back to try to stop a shot on goal. An apparent handball here that goes to review. Utica is given a shootout on the play. Now, Ryan, my analysis on this one is simple. The camera angles here aren't great. There isn't a smoking gun angle, so I would have to go with the referee's decision on the field. There's nothing to support a reversal.
Well, good point, Phil. I mean, I think if you can look at the video and stop it when that contact happens, I mean, I think it's more clear than not that he was outside. The 6th attacker was outside of the penalty area. Just a reminder, again, Phil, this is indoor, so it's not a red card. It's just a blue card, 2-minute power play penalty and a shootout. I think, though, we should be able to get this call in real time, but it's a good use of VR here and an example of, fixing something that at least appears to me was incorrect.
We're saving the best for last here, the game between the Tropics and the Kansas City Comets. In Kansas City, we got drama all over the place. 5-2 Comets on this one. Kansas City's going to get a power play here, a tackle and a blue card by Ricardo Dieguez. And I think on this one, the call is right. I don't really know from the camera angle if he got all ball or if he got some of the players, so I'm going to have to trust the decision on the field.
Well, I agree, Phil. It's a bit hard to tell. I mean, he slides in from behind, and maybe he gets the ball. It's difficult, to determine that. But, as a player, when you come into a tackle from behind, when your opponent has the ball moving at pace, you're just running the risk, and then you're putting the referee in a position to have to make a call, and it could go against you, as it did here. You could also say that this stops a promising attack. So I think, Kia there, referee 20, makes the correct call on this play.
Tropics are now up by a goal. We've got a minute left, and they want a blue card on Jorge Navarrete for this challenge on number 9. Kazim, play does go to video review. Initially given a blue card, but the call is reversed. Now, Ryan, you and I differ here. I think Navarrete should have kept his blue card. I thought he braced for contact.
Yeah, it's definitely a very debatable play, Phil. It's a tight judgment call. It's a complex. You have a blue card 2-minute power play that is called during live play there by referee number 21, Martin. But then the referees get together and they decide to take another look at it. So let's talk about the scenarios. When can the referee go to the monitor when a team has already used their challenge flag? And our rule says the referees must have a, quote, strong sense that they have made an error and that the incident has a major impact on the game. So here we have 1 minute left in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-goal game. It's basically, I took this from the same process as Major League Baseball, those familiar with that, where the umpire goes to the monitor. It's a big call at the big moment in a game. I do think that Navarrete gets ball first. So then the question decides, well, does his momentum just to take out the player, or is there some sort of follow through with an extended arm or hand or push? I mean, this is a tight one. This is the tough one, but I think he gets the ball first, and I don't think this is the 2-minute penalty.
And that's it for this edition of Under Review. Ryan, the floor is yours. You wanted to give a shout out.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Max up in Tacoma. Great little fan up there, and he said he loves the show, Phil, watches every week.
Making fans everywhere in the Major Arena Soccer League. We come out every Friday. For head of officials, Ryan Sigich, I'm Phil Ivanko. We'll see you next time.